Hello everyone, welcome to Bio with Shruti. This is me, Shruti Pillai. Today's topic is coronavirus. We all know how hot and trending this topic is, and definitely questions from this topic will be asked in the government exams. We all have some or the other information regarding this topic from YouTube and other different social media platforms. My efforts will be for all those who don't know about this topic, who are unaware of this topic, so, to give you some insight about this with respect to government exams. So, what will be covered by me? I will cover what is novel coronavirus in detail, why the name coronavirus disease 2019, that is COVID 19, and what is the source of coronavirus, how someone with COVID 19 can transmit the infection to others, what are the chances of transmission, and not only these, in my next session I will also cover this topic with more details, like what are viral infections or how it is caused, everything in detail, more about COVID 19. So stay tuned and keep watching. And if you feel that there is any topic I have not done justice with any topic, then do comment and let me know so that I can cover that topic. Now, talking about few general points, we all know these points, okay? So it's a quick revision. We all might be knowing that novel coronavirus, obviously the outbreak has started in December 2019 and it is the most globally widespread disease. COVID 19 is a new strain. Strain means it's a new variety of virus. It is a type of coronavirus, but this particular variety, that is COVID 19, has not been seen before. So it's the first time. It leads to symptoms like fever, cough, breathing difficulties, pneumonia, and it can also cause death in humans. Now, this was first identified in Wuhan, China in December 2019. This has affected more than 1 lakh people and it has also resulted in more than 4,000 deaths. So, World Health Organization has declared the coronavirus outbreak as a PHEIC, which means Public Health Emergency of International Concern. Now, these are few general points. Now, let's know them in detail. What is a novel coronavirus exactly? Now, this is a new coronavirus, as I told you before. It has not been previously identified. Now, see, if I'm talking about coronavirus, there are different types of coronaviruses. Human coronaviruses was first identified in mid 1960s. So in total there are 7 such coronaviruses that can infect people. So when I'm talking about some common human coronaviruses, it includes 4 types. First is alpha coronavirus 229E. Say, there are two alpha coronaviruses 229E and NL63, and there are two beta coronaviruses OC43 and HKU1. So these are the 4 human coronaviruses. Now there are some other human coronaviruses. So first 4 and then 3. Total there are 7. So 3 other categories includes MERS-CoV. Co is for corona, V is for virus. MERS, M, middle, E for east, R for respiratory, S for syndrome. So Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. Then we have SARS-CoV, S for severe, A for acute, R for respiratory, S for syndrome. Severe acute respiratory syndrome, CoV, corona V virus. Both are a type of beta coronavirus. Apart from OC43 and HKU1, these are also beta coronaviruses. Now there is another third type, which is the recent one, that is COVID 19. Now it is a type of SARS virus, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome, or we can also say it is a modified SARS virus. Okay, so since it is a type of SARS virus or SARS coronavirus, it is called as SARS coronavirus type 2. Okay, so severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus type 2, which causes COVID 19. Now, all around the world, if we see, people commonly get infected by these 4 types of common viruses 229E, NL63, OC43, and HKU1. Sometimes coronavirus do infect animals, and from animals, they are transmitted to humans. So, when they are transmitted to humans, there are chances that coronaviruses that infect animals are evolved, they get modified, and they take a different form. So, thus, new human coronaviruses are developed. So, 3 recent examples of such coronaviruses that have been transmitted from animals to human and have modified. This includes MERS, that is We have already discussed MERS and SARS coronavirus and COVID-19, that is SARS-CoV type 2. Before we continue with this topic, if this was helpful, guys, please do give it a thumbs up. It will definitely pay my efforts. Now, why the name coronavirus or COVID 19? On February 11, 2020, the World Health Organization has officially named it COVID 19. Now, who is responsible for this naming? International Committee on Taxonomy of Viruses, ICTV. Guys, taxonomy is a branch in biology which is responsible for naming any living organism. So this deals with nomenclature. Nomenclature is naming of organism as well as identifying and classification of this organism. So taxonomy deals with naming. So here it is taxonomy of viruses, naming of viruses. So this committee has named them COVID-19, where CO stands for corona, V stands for virus, and D for disease, and 19 because the disease has been outbroken in this year 2019. So COVID-19, formerly this was called as 2019 novel coronavirus. So 2019 nCoV, that was the initial name. So if they ask you initial name, you should know it is 2019 novel coronavirus, abbreviated as 2019 nCoV. The recent name is COVID-19 or coronavirus disease 2019. Now, these are a family of RNA viruses. RNA means ribonucleic acid virus. Guys, there is a term called as genetic material. A genetic material in a living organism has information, has the entire information about that organism. For example, in humans, it could be either DNA or RNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, RNA is ribonucleic acid. In humans, the genetic material is DNA. Entire information about a human is in the DNA. In case of bacteria also, the genetic material is DNA. But when it comes to viruses, in some virus it can be DNA as a genetic material, or it can be RNA as a genetic material, or some can switch their genetic material from DNA to RNA based on their requirement. Here when I am talking about coronavirus, the genetic material is RNA, ribonucleic acid. If you want to know more about genetic material, RNA, DNA, I have already covered a session in Bio with Shruti. The link will be there in the description. Biology crash course. You'll find in this playlist section. Now, they belong to a family of viruses called as Coronaviridae. Very important question. The coronavirus belongs to the family Coronaviridae and order is Nidovirales. Remember guys, order is Nidovirales. Why the name Corona? Because if you look at the surface of the virus in the microscope, if you look at the surface, there are crown-like shapes. I'll show you. See, there are crown-like structures or shape, and in Latin, corona means crown. So we name them corona. Now, see, around there is a lipid envelope or an outer covering. Lipid is fat. So there is a fat or lipid envelope. It is associated to fats. So there is a lipid envelope around the surface of the coronavirus, and there all these triangle shapes you can see, these are spike like proteins. Spike like proteins. So that's why this is called as corona. Okay, crown like. These are common in animals and humans. Now, some strains or some varieties, this is again a very important point. Some varieties of coronavirus are zoonotic. Zoo means animals, movement. Zoo means movement. So, some varieties of coronavirus are motile, means they can be transmitted. They can be transmitted between animals and humans. If we talk about COVID-19, COVID-19 is a type of coronavirus which is zoonotic. That means it can be transmitted between animals and humans. Now there are many other strains of coronavirus which are not zoonotic, means which cannot be transmitted. But in the exam, if they ask you about COVID-19, you should know it is zoonotic. Okay. So it is an infectious disease, and this is a quick revision. We have already discussed this, that coronavirus disease 2019, that is COVID-19, is a disease which is caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus type 2 virus. This is closely related to SARS virus. Initially, it was 2019 novel coronavirus. Now, the official name is COVID 19, and it is declared as PHEIC, that is Public Health Emergency of International Concern by World Health Organization. A quick revision for you guys. In the next session, we will cover what is the source of coronavirus, and how it started in uh, China. And guys, kindly do like it, do comment and let me know how did you like the video, and share it to as much people as possible. And the second part is definitely coming, guys, so stay tuned and keep watching. Love you all.